I'm gonna tell you something. A fan, really kind of set me up with that too.
Really?
Yeah. So he had DM me and was like, "We need you down here at the Dolphins," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind." And he took what I said and like blasted it, and then it had made like the media, and I was like, "Man, he just."
Got you.
Yeah,
Set you
so
up.
now like in the media, so now like you have Raven fans that's mad that I even said that like
Bryant Mckinnie hates Baltimore.
right, and it became a thing, and then
Direct quote.
Direct
we
quote.
ended up talking to Ozzy, and Ozzy's like, well, I understand you ready to go, because after we won the Super Bowl, the team kind of like split up. Ray Lewis now was going, Ed Reed was out in Houston, then I think the Jets and
Followed
so
Rex Ryan.
The main reason
Rex
why I
Ryan
was
left.
there, those people they were gone now, so I came back just because I was like. I took visits. I took visits to the Dolphins. I took visits out to San Diego, and then I just was like, "Well, I'm used to Baltimore. I'll just come back here." But when I got there, it was just different. Like, even like practices when Ray Lewis was there, anybody who was 30 and over, you only practiced. You got like practice for 2 days. You had like a day off or something. It was something with the practice.
The load management stuff?
Yeah, during training camp. But when he was gone, I was like, "Whatever happened to?" Oh, that's not happening anymore. I was like, things was changing, and I was like, "Oh, this is not the same."
You felt like the last one at the party?
Yeah. So it was a period of time too. I was having issues with my knee, one of my knees, and I just kept saying, "My knee is swelling up after these games." Is another, and basically, and when I ended up getting traded to Miami, they looked at my MRIs and everything, and I had a torn meniscus.
Really?
And so I was never told, and neither was the Dolphins.
Oh,
so when I
shit.
got here, they were looking like, "Oh my God, do you know that this and other?" I said, "No, I didn't know." I said, "But I knew I was having issues with it, but I didn't know I had a torn meniscus." And they were like, "So you can either have the surgery, and you'll be out for 6 to 8 weeks, and you'll be back for the last 2 games, or we can just kind of like treat you, and we can just keep it, under control and manageable for you
Keep
to
you
play."
on the field.
And I said, "You traded for me. I'll just keep it manageable."
Really?
And I
Wow.
played
Good for
through
you.
it. And then and after that, I was just over, because I was like, "Why would you do that?" Not the Dolphins, but just like, why would you send me somewhere like injured and not tell me? And I was just kind of over. Like, I just won the
Shady.
Super Bowl last year. It's year 12. Like, what else am I trying to do?
Kind of reach that peak.
Yeah, I was. I was
You
over
reached
it.
the pinnacle of the sport.
Yeah, and then I was just having an injury and not knowing, and then being sent somewhere, and you have to find out from them. It just made me like kind of over it now.
So one of the things Mickey deals with a lot, and I dealt with it when I played minor league ball, was there are guys that like being a fighter. They liked being seen as a ball player, but they didn't really like being a ball player, like the things that it takes to be a ball player. Like there's a lot of guys that like going out at the bar and like being like, yeah, I'm a pro fighter, but they don't like doing the things
Work.
that takes to
Right.
be a pro fighter. Did you like football, or did you see football as like, man, I'm just really good at this. This is something I can really make a living off of. Is it something that you love doing, or is it kind of something that, you did
I like being competitive. Did I always like practice? No. But I like being competitive.
in the games?
Yeah. And sometimes I practice too, but just like I say, every day you don't always have that,
Yeah.
lift
Weights at watch film at 8 o'clock, lift weights at 10. Like, I don't think most people know, is from college on, how much of your day is scheduled out for you, how much of your time is required to do this. They think about, well, practice is 2 hours, a game is 3 hours, how hard can it be? And they would even say that with
No,
us
you're
when
there
they were
all
like,
day.
oh, baseball's the best, you're always complaining. This is I would do anything to have what you have. Yeah, be on a
Tuesdays and
bus
Thursdays were long
for 18
days.
hours with 13 Dominicans and then tell me how long you want to do this shit for.
I enjoyed it.
You know what I'm
though.
saying?
I enjoyed it.
You liked football?
Yeah.
Did you like playing in college or professionally more?
I liked college more.
You like college more? It's more of a brotherhood.
Brotherhood, because you got to remember too, I had the second longest holdout as a rookie. So I right away I knew it was business. You know what I mean?
Good for
I
you.
had
This
for
is before
98
this is
days.
before they did the slots, right?
It
Sam
was slotted
Bradford.
in.
It was slotted then.
Yeah, so
I thought Sam Bradford was the last guy because he got like $100 million coming out of Oklahoma, and then the NFL was like, "Yeah, we got to do something about this."
no, it's slotted. So one has to make more than two.
Yes, yeah.
So Dallas Cowboys had got Roy Williams' contract done.
The
before-
safety or the wide
the
receiver
safety.
because they were both
There was
right.
two, then-
Yeah, so the safety they got his.
He had a
contract
couple
done
great
before
years at
mine.
Oklahoma. He could hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he was great.
And then they left me and Ryan Sims was at Kansas City, and I was in Minnesota. Ryan was 6, I was 7. they felt like he got overpaid at number 8, and I'm like, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
If you'd have got my contract done first, then I wouldn't even
Yeah.
know. Like, you know what I mean? But they felt like he was overpaid, so they didn't want to pay us like 6 and 7. Like, you know what I mean? So both of us was out there for a while, but then they got Ryan in, got his contract done, and I was out there by myself until like October or something like that. And what happened was we found collusion because in training camps they play different teams. Like,
Sure.
And Kansas City is the team that we practice against, and somehow my agent found that they were having some type of collusion to try to get my contract done and all that type of stuff, and we sued them. And then in order for me to get my contract, I had to drop the lawsuit, and then they just end up doing my contract. Why y'all just ain't do it from the beginning?
Well,
So that interest was like, but I still made the all-rookie team when I first got there, even being there for the season.
Yeah, it's like it's a part of the game, but it's like something. It's kind of unfortunate where we go into these professional sports because we're like following a dream, and then you really realize the business side of it.
Yeah, I had to realize as soon as I got there.
Business, you know what I mean?
how did your teammates? How did your
You had
teammates
some people
react
kind of
to?
speak out like in the media, and it was like, mind your business.
They act
Because,
like you're being selfish, but that's just them pressuring you.
oh,
and
you haven't
playing.
played it down? Yeah, you're arguing about money. Yeah, because guess what? I can come here and get hurt, and then that's it. Like, so
Yeah.
you have to take care of the business part first. So, yeah, I'm going to
Gotta look
make
out for
sure.
yourself,
Yeah.
man.
The team's not, because guess what? Because I do a podcast for the Vikings now, too. It's called Believe in Vikings. And I try to explain to them, I said, fans are always okay if the team makes the decision to let somebody go. But I'm making the decision for myself.
Sure.
And it's like, oh, no, what is he doing?
Yeah.
But if the team says, well, we no longer, we want to sever ties with him, fans like, oh, okay, oh, well. Like, But it's okay for the team to make that decision.
Sure.
But for me to make a business decision for myself, it's like a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been playing through a torn meniscus. Do you want an injury settlement? Like, yeah, no, it's not. So then I got to sit out the rest of the year, go vet minimum. Yeah, believe. So you do believe in Vikings?
Yeah.
I love Believe in Giants. Carl Banks and Bob Pop. It's fantastic. I'm sure Believe in Vikings is great. Who else does that with you?
Dustin Baker, Sally, and Ron Brown.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Very
We
cool.
had who did we have last week? Because we had a guest last week. Oh, Dexter McCluster.
Dexter McCluster.
Yeah, because
Wow.
we played Kansas City last week, so I always try to find somebody like who used to play on those teams.
Oh, that's cool.
That's real cool, man.
Cool dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah. What outside of well, I imagine the Super Bowl winning team. That's your favorite team in the NFL you played for, you figure?
The 09 team.
09 team.
Minnesota?
That team was great, man.
Yeah.
That team was great.
Yeah, that was a great team. That was a great experience. And then I would say the Super Bowl team.
And then you lost in the playoffs in 07 to the New York Football Giants, the team of destiny. Is that correct?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't really keep track of like.
No,
losses
or was
like
that 2011? No, because
That was early.
because Corey Webster picked off Brett Favre. I think the last pass of Brett Favre's career was an interception to Corey
I think
Webster.
It was him on the Packers. Pretty sure that was him on.
Was
his
that on the
last,
Packers?
His last pass on the Packers.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
07 his
'cause
last
he-
pass on the Packers.
Yeah, because he came to Minnesota in 09.
Came to Minnesota after. So his last pass on the Packers was intercepted by
Yeah.
Corey Webster in 07. Gotcha. Sorry, I got that mixed up.
I just don't let it happen again.
I
Bro.
just won't let it happen again. The 07, the 07 that saved the world. Can you imagine how obnoxious the NFL would be with a 19-0 New England Patriots in the history books?
Yeah.